April, the Mental Clutter Coach here. This week I thought we'd take a look in my fridge. So a few things happen about this time of year, and I'm not going to say what time of year because I think this could be everybody's transitional piece. But we've had, a sports season startup and a fishing and hunting season exchange times. So I've had a lot of men in my house, for the hunting and the fishing. And oftentimes what happens is we, gather lots and lots of miscellaneous items in our fridge. Take, for example, there's actually a pack of blueberries back here that someone bought and kind of got stuffed back there. And you'll also notice that there's some cooked tortillas back there left over from, something that the guys did. And, part of what happens is a little bit of miscommunication. And so now it's time for the refrigerator clean out. So this week we're going to be cleaning out my fridge. Kind of an organizational thing, but also, just to show that there's the maintenance piece that goes with it. So I'm going to pull everything out. I'll show you what I found. Things like, let's see, there's a to-go packet thing there. Right over here, there's, I don't know if you can see that, there's some limes that were left over from something. And back there is a leftover something. Lots of leftovers in here. Lots of potential science experiments in here as well. I'm sure it's going to promise to be pretty grody. And then, of course, there's the issue of, yummy, doesn't that just look so wonderful? The wiping down of the refrigerator. So, and then we've got just a few things over here in the door. And again, just the wiping down piece. So, not necessarily big organizing project, but maintenance project. And why am I doing it today? Because it happens to be garbage day. So I want to get all of the icky things out of my fridge, but I also want to make sure that they go out into the garbage and then gone. I live in an area where there's bears and cougars and such. So I definitely don't want this smell to be in my garbage for very long. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some things out and show you, just what treasures are lurking in my refrigerator, and show you that even an organized person, who has good structures in place can still have a busy household, and you just have to do the steps necessary in order to clean it out. All right, we'll be back in a couple. So I'm back, and here are some of the things that are clearly coming out. So we have some of those mystery leftovers and an expired milk, 2 of the chicken stock, which what happens is someone opens them and only uses part of them, sticks them in the fridge, and they end up getting buried in the back. And then we don't know they're there, they don't get used, and I don't take my chances on that. Some expired soy milk, expired salsa. I'm not quite sure where that came from or how it got in the fridge, but the expiration date was 05, so it clearly came from somewhere else because I do this often, and things like that don't get buried back there, but kind of fun to find. And then, of course, the infamous veggies that go bad. So we've got some snap peas, it looks like. There's some cheese that someone bought at the deli, 1 piece gone bad. Those tortillas, some green beans that we got from a local market, some expired salad back there, and corn on the cob, I believe, was cooked and never used or never eaten. And then it looks like someone, I'm guessing that's coffee. Someone had put some coffee in the fridge for some iced coffee, didn't put a lid on it. So now let's take a look at what we've got left. So, again, clearly people were buying sour cream and weren't checking to see what we already had. What else is back there? We've got, I try to have all of the jams and jellies. There's an empty egg container that'll get filled later today. Cream cheese, and then I try to dedicate this shelf to leftovers and anything that's coming in dinner. And this shelf is more like the condiments, things like salsa, pickles, what else can we see back there? Mustard and ketchup, lemon juice, and then in the way back is things that we don't use very often, like the Worcestershire sauce, Let's see what else is back there. Looks like some balsamic and maybe some hot sauce, some wheat germ. So you kind of get the idea. And then our cheese drawer, went through that. Oh, and it looks like I actually missed a mystery item. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was my husband's famous potato salad that is clearly not good anymore. So I try not to put anything in that little crevice back there, because that's what happens. And then over here I try to dedicate to beverages and the larger condiments. And then also my kids enjoy some granola and yogurt in the morning, so that's a quick grab for them. And cleaned up over here. Again, some of the, more empty condiments in the drawer. And something I found when I was originally researching meal planning is that you don't really want to put like the eggs or the milk in the door. Obviously, I'm breaking that rule because the temperature changes so much, it's not really good for keeping them fresh. So just a little tip there. Now, next step for me is going to be obviously throwing out the old stuff, washing up containers, and then wiping down the shelves. What you won't see in my refrigerator is any of those fancy schmancy, containerize it, put it in boxes, this, that, and the other. For me, it's enough to just say, okay, the leftovers go over there, our jams and such go up there with the eggs, so that people kind of have an idea of where to put it back. If you make it too hard to return items to a system, the system will fail right away. So I try and keep it super easy and simple, and I will be wiping down the shelves and such. So this is basically what it's going to look like. It'll just be a little cleaner when I'm done. And again, doing this on that day of or night before the garbage goes out, so that you can keep the smell from attracting any critters, or even just not being a pleasant smell around the outside of your house. All right, so happy refrigerator cleaning, gleaning in your future. Thanks for watching.